So there's one thing that I really wanted from this one, and it's gone. So those hurricane windows are freaking unbelievable. You can't believe the amount of abuse they can take. The toilets, they can't sell them. They're gonna get torn down with the house anyway, so we might as well have some fun with it. We're over here, we're tearing down this house. It's $1 million house. This lot's worth probably 850 grand without the house. It's got water on both sides of it, which makes it really unique. It probably makes it, on the tax auditor's page, it's worth about $850,000. It's probably worth more than that because it's got water on both sides. Let's take a look up inside of the truck. So when we show up on a job, you know, we got everything we need to do the job. So this kind of a job, they have to bring extra tools because they got to have fuel and they got to have a generator because there's no power at this house because it's being torn down. Do you know what the scope of the work today? Did he tell you what to do?
Windows.
Windows, okay. Yeah. That's your primary concern. Is there anything that you're not supposed to take or anything like that?
2 doors are in the inside.
Okay, so we're going to take 2 doors out for the owners, right?
Yep.
If somebody asks you what your job description is, what do you tell them? Do you tell them you break for a living?
Demo guy.
You demo guy?
Demo guy.
This house was hit by Hurricane Ian. And subsequently, it probably, I don't know this for sure, I'm pretty sure that it's been flooded at least one time. Milton would have flooded this. So on this job, we're looking at, okay, what did they leave? Okay, this is something that's valuable that they left. This is something you guys want to get on your truck. The fans, guys, I want you to take that, take this this little cabinet right here, take the vent hood.
All right.
Okay, then back in here, we're going to take out these sliders. And these sliders are really, they're not very old. They got a nice action on them. So these guys, what's the number one thing you got to do about taking sliders out? What's the number one rule?
Don't bend it.
You can't bend them. If you bend them, I can't sell them. Okay, so over here, you're going to take this door out. You're going to take out this window, that one's broken. For fun, we're going to smack that with a sledgehammer just for fun. So you're going to take that window as well. And then what I'd like you guys to do is go ahead and cut any of the electric that's easy to get to. Pull the electric out. Okay, you're going to take this window out. We'll bring that cabinet back. We're going to take this slider, that slider as well. These are not old at all. Now this is one of the doors. The owner wants to keep that. This is the one, and then I would take those 2 out first.
All right.
And just get the owner satisfied.
Just set them off to the side?
Yeah, just put them by the garage. Make it whatever's easiest for them to get to. All right, now back here, you're going to want to take this window. Okay, what you're going to do is just, this window's no good, but these are 2 windows connected together, so we do want this window.
All right.
Okay, so then all this electrical stuff, all this copper, you guys are going to scrap all that out. There is a pump that was built inside of this house. Okay? So this pool pumps, this stays. Okay? I think he's going to have you cut it free and take it out. So I'm not 100% sure of that. So actually, you're going to have to cut it free. You just need to keep it.
All right. Okay,
then all this stuff right here will go with us. That shelf will go with us. The dog cage thing there will go with us. No on the garage door opener. This right here, I'd like you to take the whole panel off. This is pretty new as well. Yeah, it's brand spanking new. So just cut these and bring that with you.
Got it.
Now, we need to make sure that this house is disconnected from the power. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
It's always your life, so you want to double check and make sure it's connected. If it's not disconnected, we'll have to look inside of here and see if it's connected to anything before you cut these wires. Okay, now the HVAC system's going to be up in there. All right, and let's go out this door right here. January 2023. You can show it right here.
Yeah.
Come on and get close to that. See it, January 2023. Okay, so that's going. The fence, probably just disconnect that piece. I need to ask Talon about the fence. All right, okay, you see that your breaker's gone?
Yep.
That your meter's gone, which means you're safe, the house is safe. Okay, you see that up there?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, it's disconnected.
It's disconnected. You don't have to worry about your electric. Okay, come on back here. Let's take a look. So this is a rare house to have water on both sides. So the owner might start by here. They may want you to take that. I don't know. Disconnect the hose, leave it here. And then we need to ask Talon about the fence. All right, that's pretty much it. So that roof on this thing right here, that roof would have been between 30 and 40 grand. That's a brand new roof. It's a shame we don't have a bigger place, because we could save that stuff. This right here, you could take this down too. This is all, well, never mind. It's wood. Just leave that. All right, so that's pretty much it. So what do you think? How long do you think this is going to take you?
The whole day.
The whole day? You'll get it done in a day?
I believe so.
Believe so? Okay, let me ask you another question. Explain to me how you're going to take this apart. What would you do?
On this, I'll just jackhammer all the way around here and on the outside.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to pull it out.
Kind of sucks. There was some nice furniture here. There was a stainless steel lavatory. It was over here, and it's gone. Let's see, what else is there that was gone?
A bunch of nice chairs.
Yeah, there was some nice, they're patio furniture, but we didn't think that was staying anyway. So the fact that they left the tub is really good. Jorge, you want to smack a toilet now, or you want to do it later? There you go. There's that copper gold. You know, whenever you guys get up there, whatever you can cut real easy, go ahead and do it. Bring that thermostat over there back. All right. Come on.
Your time to shine.
Just we can knock this window out too. All right. Want to do the other one? You like that? You want to do one too or not? All right, cool. He's good at it. Yeah. He's got skills. He likes smacking them toilets. All right, well, we can't sell toilets at the shop, so we're just having fun here. Don't hit that door. Don't hit the door. All right, well, now you guys don't have any place to pee. I'm getting neighbor calls now. You want to smack that window? That window's shot. 1, 2, 3, go. Man, them hurricane windows are tough. Look at that. What is that, a 10-pound sludge? Look at how much work you got to put into them hurricane windows. And that one's already broken on the outside. Look at how much. They definitely protect you from the storm. All right, let's go do the other one on the other side. Look at Jorge. Jorge wants to do it. You can tell. All right, Jorge. What is that, an 8-pounder or a 10-pounder? Looks like a 10-pounder. That's a meaty. Yeah. That's a meaty one. You ready?
Yep. Ready?
Yeah. Go to it. Woo! Daggone. I can't believe it can take that much power. All right. Do the one next to it. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's a 10-pound sludge, and it's still not taking it out. Would you feel comfortable in a house with a hurricane coming with them windows? Yeah. As long as they don't get glued shut or something, you're good, because you won't be able to get out. All right, guys, so he's going to hang out with you while you guys are taking this stuff out, and that's it. So thank you. I'm glad we got to have some fun. Okay, so So this is a rare house in the sense that there's not a lot of houses that have water in the front and in the back. So it gives you a view out the front door and out the back door. Now, since Hurricane Ian came, I have a view out my front door and out my back door because all the houses that were in front of me that blocked the view to the Big Carlos Pass, they're going to be rebuilding, but they're not rebuilding right now. So I've got a view out both sides of my house, which would make my house worth a lot more money. Eventually somebody's going to build there. So this one, we're going to take everything but the pool. So the pool's got a little bit of undermining going on right there, and that's probably caused from the hurricane. So we're going to tear the house down and keep the pool, and then we're taking the 2 doors out for the owner, and then all the rest of these sliders and windows. So what he's doing right here is he's getting the caulk and he's getting the trim off around the windows on the outside. Then they're going to take the demo hammers and they're going to bust around the windows. Instead of trying to finesse them out and take them out gently, they'll use this demo hammer. These are 35-pound demolition hammers. They hit like 35,000 times per minute, and they are super powerful. They don't weigh quite as much as the other demo hammers that they used to have to deal with when they were doing stuff like this. They were like 60, 70 pounds. It's just too much. With the bit and everything, they're about 35 pounds. The bigger the bit, obviously, the more it weighs. This is a super nice house. Look at that trim that he's cutting through. This saves us so much time. If we're taking windows out in a house that they're rehabbing, well, we got to take our time and we'll end up cutting all these screws. The problem with cutting those screws, you see where he's cutting that with a Sawzall. The problem with cutting those screws is they're tempered steel, which means it's super crazy hard and it's not really easy to go through with the Sawzall, even with the metal blades. So a lot of times they do this and they cut a few of them out for whatever reason, but really the expedient method is to bust around them and then give the screws nothing to be screwed into anymore. So the biggest thing is juggling, getting the window out and then juggling the weight of the window. So there's Hudson. And then the big thing here is to get these windows out and then not damage them. You know, if you damage them, well, I can't sell them, and then it doesn't make any sense. So these guys right here, this would be an example of if we didn't have this work for them to do, we may not have any work for them to do. So this is a good thing for them. It's a good thing for the environment in the sense that we're getting these windows out and we're repurposing those. It's a good thing for the guy who needs to buy them. Those windows are very expensive, and we get a lot of them. So this is a vent hood for an island, and he's cutting all the connectors off up there above it. The cool thing about working in a house like this, because we do a lot of selective demolition, and we're doing selective demolition in these multi-million-dollar houses where you got to be careful with everything because they're going to go ahead and put new stuff right back in, so you got to be careful. The fun thing for the demo guys is they do so much of that. When they come and do one of these, they get to be a little crazy and reckless because they can bust gigantic holes in things, and they can break windows and doors and stuff like that that we're not keeping. This house is a really nice house. Looks like they started to rehab it, put it back together. That's Jorge. That's a door that the owner wanted to keep. You know, they started rehabbing this one and then probably got hit by additional hurricanes and said, piss on it. You know, fixing these up after they flood over and over and over is no fun. For me, it's a little bit easier because I am a general contractor and I have a lot of there's a lot of benefits that go along with that. It's still a pain in the butt for me, and I'm still, you know, dealing with insurance stuff like they are. But if I had this location, I would do what they're doing, which is either they're tearing this down so they can sell the lot, or they're tearing this down so they can build up. And when you build up, the storm surges, even the worst ones, they're not more than 14 feet, and they're having you go up to 12 to 14 feet off of the floodplain. So these sliders here, these guys know they got to get them out, and they can't bend the tracks at all. If they bend the tracks, well, nobody wants to buy them. And the window company's got like a little mafia thing going on. They won't sell you just the tracks. They want you to get forced into buying the whole window in that. Most of them won't sell you just the windows either. I mean, you can buy them from Home Depot. Most of the manufacturers around here, they won't let you order the windows unless you're a contractor. They keep it that way. The main reason is a very good reason, because dealing with DIY or do-it-yourselfers and putting in hurricane windows and stuff like that, it gets complicated, because most people, they might be able to put a window in, but that doesn't mean they put the window in right. And a lot of the stuff, when you're putting stuff in right, a good portion of putting it in right is making sure that you put it in watertight, and then you put these windows and doors in, you put them in such a way where they're not flexing. Because if they're flexing or whatever, then they don't fit right. If they don't fit right, they don't seal right. If they don't seal right, they become a mold issue. And then all of a sudden, now the manufacturer's in the middle of a mold issue with you on your house, and they don't want that. So that's why they do that primarily. They're not trying to do anything to hurt anybody. They just get tired of dealing with it over and over and over. When we deal directly with homeowners and they're do-it-yourselfers and we do demo for them, we have problems more often than I'd like to admit. And it's really not us. It's the fact that they just don't understand, you know, and then they ask their three buddies, and their three buddies don't know any more about it than they do. And then all of a sudden they're all experts. And the reality is they don't know what they're doing, and they see things that we do and they think that we're doing something wrong, and we're not. I mean, our Google reviews prove that. I mean, we work for the same contractors over and over and over and over. So that's our 323 Caterpillar excavator. That was our first one. These machines are wildly expensive. This house is a concrete masonry unit house. It is probably not really that old. I wouldn't think that this is older than the 90s. The problem is the elevation. So right now what he's doing is he's getting into the C&D part of this house, and he's making piles so that when he goes to grab stuff, the pieces of debris are smaller. And what he's trying to do is crunch it up enough so that he has fewer times he has to turn around and stick it in the truck. The other thing that he's doing is he's trying not to poke his windows and stuff when he's top of it. The machine is absolutely amazing how strong these things are. So he's going to get all the C&D into a pile, then he's going to bring in that 65-yard end dump, and he's going to put this stuff in there. This will probably be 4 or 5 loads to the dump. The C&D dump is the construction and demolition dump. They do their own type of recycling. We'll also separate out the concrete here, and that stuff all go to the concrete recycling place. They mulch it up and get the rebar out of it, and they reuse it. For all intents and purposes, it goes out as fast as it comes in. There's so much building going on in Florida. So he'll leave all the exterior walls up on this mainly. He'll do his best not to mix in the concrete into the C&D. The C&D is paid for when you dump it. Concrete, you pay for it by the load. Now, as long as it's clean. Clean means you have very, very little other debris in the concrete. If you do that and you bring it in, then these guys they're pretty happy with you, and then they don't charge you much for those concrete loads, because they know and we know that they're going to take that up and they're going to mulch it up and they're going to turn around and sell it. So they're getting to make some money coming and going on that one. This particular house, the lady, I'm looking forward to meeting her. Talon told me about her. She actually met us and came to us from our YouTube videos. Super crazy nice lady. He's getting all the C&D, and C&D, construction and debris, what it is, it's wood, it's asphalt, shingles, it's metal, it's all the stuff you would do if you tore down a house without the furniture in it. The furniture, the trash, the squishy stuff. So what happens is you get it back down to nothing but concrete, which is where you're seeing this drone shot from. And what they're doing right there, all the guys are doing is they're grabbing all the scrap metal and stuff out of the way. So what he's doing here now is he'll start taking out the concrete, and then he'll take out the footers. He'll bring in a little bit of dirt, pour it. That right there, those are CMU blocks, concrete masonry unit blocks. So some people call them cinder blocks, but cinder blocks and CMU blocks are two different things. CMU blocks are made out of concrete. Cinder blocks are a lot of times made out of really lightweight concrete, and they're not necessarily structurally strong. So a house like this, when they build it, what they do to get it to withstand hurricanes and stuff is they put a tie beam all the way around the top of the building at the roof line, and then they tie the walls into the footer through rebar about every 2 or 3 feet. And then what he'll do is he'll smooth the lot out and make it baby's butt smooth, and that'll be a wrap on it. You know, this is Remove It Pro's Demolition. We do selective demolition, we do concrete cutting, we do flooring removal, we do junk removal, and we do a lot of green stuff. So this concrete's going to be recycled, the C&D is going to be recycled here. Primarily, we don't take a lot of credit for that stuff because we're just taking it to the right places and we're separating it properly. Then the other things that we do is we take the time to take out perfectly good stuff instead of taking it to the dump. There was 10 or 15 windows in this that'll all get repurposed, and you know, it saves the owner money, saves our customer who buys it money, allows us to make a little bit more money in 2 different directions. It keeps more people working, which is a real plus, especially this time of the year, because you know, as we get into the Christmas time of the year, a lot of people's priorities change and they're not so hot to trot on doing their construction kind of stuff. So it's Remove It Pro's Demolition. We do interior demolition. We do, we tear down buildings, complexes. We tore down the Strandview 7-story building, 30 unit down the street on Buccaneer, and the Dolphin 16 units. We've done a whole bunch of these big projects here. If you have some demolition you need done, or even just simple junk removal, we do everything from junk removal all the way through tearing down anything. So it's 239-333-7678, and I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully, if you like our content, if you got a question or a comment, we love to hear from you. And you know, give us a like, maybe share us with someone. And we're looking to grow the channel. I got a junk removal book coming out here shortly. We're starting Remove It Pro's Junk Removal University, and that'll be out in about a month. So that's it. Dave Lockwood. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe and leave us a like. I will see you on the next video.